Sully.
Yo, what's up, boss?
How you doing, man?
You awake yet or what?
I'm getting there. I'm waking up.
Only a half a cup of coffee in so far?
Tough. No.
You there?
Yeah, you.
We got a little bit of a scratchy connection going on.
Can you hear me?
You're fading in and out a little bit.
All right, let's see what I can do.
All right, let's talk some high school softball, man. Give me your thoughts. Obviously, the big story is Egg Harbor Township remaining hot. They just keep winning. They're 20-0, and they're going to be taking on Rancocas Valley here in the South Jersey Group 4 championship game.
Yeah, it's done yet again. What can you say about them that we haven't said about them already, Sully? They find a way. They've had a couple one-run games here in the playoffs, pulled both of them out. They're used to playing the tight game. They're used to playing the blowout. Either way, EHC's been the horse to bet on all season, unbeaten. And I like Rancocas Valley a lot. I liked them all year. I thought these were probably the two best teams from the start, and or at least as the year progressed, and here we are.
I mean, if I'm the Eagles, I'm a little nervous about Tuesday. I mean, that's a team that's had a great season, and they got that chip on their shoulder from getting bounced by EHT last year in the playoffs, so that's going to be a heck of a matchup.
Yeah, I think if you were to ask RV who they wanted to play, this was probably exactly who they wanted to play. As funny as that sounds with RV being undefeated, but the Rancocas Valley has a veteran group, a handful of seniors. They hit the ball very well, and they don't. Angie Dunphy, she doesn't strike out a lot of batters, but she pitches the contact, and they play great defense. So, it's a similar situation last year, if you remember, when Rachel Warrow pitched against EHT.
Yep.
Another non-strikeout pitcher who got a lot of outs on the ground and fly balls. That's similar. RV has a more firepower offensively, I think, than that Eastern team had last year. So I think it's going to shape up to be another classic. It'll be the softball game of the year as far as I'm concerned in South Jersey.
Mark, another interesting matchup in South Jersey Group 3. I know we talked a few weeks ago and said kind of watch out for Pinelands. That was going to be a great early playoff matchup, them against Delsey, and obviously it was, went into extra innings, and the Wildcats have kind of ridden that momentum right into the finals. They're going to take on number 8 Seneca.
It's going to be a lot of green and gold, but these schools, same color scheme.
Yep.
Seneca, Pinelands is a team. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but Pinelands and Lacey's are always there. Group 3 is kind of an odd size, an odd shape. You got a lot of the short teams. I said Tribe. You had to travel, more than 50 miles. All 3 of their playoff games, so it's always kind of an odd mix of schools.
You still there? We're kind of losing you, Mark.
I'm here, Sully. I'm here. You there?
Yeah, we got you.
Sorry. Pinelands is always a powerhouse, or always solid, and a lot of people forget that. But when you look at what Seneca's put together here, they're kind of in the championship and still overlooked. Eliza Sweet's been great in all of her years at Seneca. She's a senior pitcher. She gets the job done. They've got a first-year coach. I like the Golden Eagles a lot. I don't know if they'll beat Pinelands because Pinelands is used to this. Seneca's been deep in the playoffs, but I remember the last time it was in the championship, if it ever was. Should be a great game. Group 3, like I said, it's always a little bit odd.
And Group 2, South Jersey Group 2, we got a couple of upstart Cinderella-type stories. Cedar Creek in the championship game for the first time as a 4 seed, and number 11 Manchester made it all the way to the finals. The top 2 seeds, Cinnamons and Delran, both lost in the semis, so quite a surprise here in South Jersey Group 2.
Yeah, Manchester Township beat Sterling in I believe it was the quarterfinals, or it was the quarterfinals. Another one that was wide open from the start. I thought Sterling might have been my favorite there. I wasn't sure about Cinnamon or Delran, and none of the three made it to the final. There was differences in alignment. I think if Audubon, who will play in the Group 1 championship at South Jersey, if Audubon were still in Group 2 this year, they probably would have been the horse to pick. The interesting thing, Sully, is that with 2 and 3, you've got these mixes of schools that are from completely different backgrounds, right? I mean, if you look at 4, you got the Olympic Conference, a couple teams from the Cape Atlantic, but these big schools, they usually play each other, all year. Even EHT played Washington Township in a regular season, played Cherokee in a regular season.
Right.
Group 1's kind of the same deal, right? I mean, you can't go too far up the pecking order unless you're in an in-season tournament or something like that. You got to play similar sides in your area. 2 and 3 are kind of all over the map. I mean, they go from Burlington County, they go all the way down the shore, they go down to, down near the Delaware Memorial Bridge. I mean, there's a lot of different mixtures. And so when it gets to the playoffs, sometimes you don't have any idea what's going to happen. Manchester Township, I couldn't have told you. I still couldn't have told you anything about them. We don't cover them. I don't. Yeah, they've had a great season, but Cedar Creek certainly, I would say, is the favorite in that game. But the way Manchester Township's handled their business, I guess it's a toss of anybody's game at this point.
And one coach you don't want to bet against in the state playoffs is Pam Pickett at Buna. They're back in the finals. Number 4 Buna regional against number 2 Audubon. Tell us a little bit about that game. Obviously, Audubon's a quality program, but man, Buna, Coach Pickett just finds a way to get those girls motivated and get the job done.
Yeah, this is not the year I would have picked Buna to get to this point. I thought even in the playoffs, they were hosting Gloucester. Gloucester's usually the perennial team in that group, and many, including myself, kind of had their eyes on them, and Audubon possibly advanced to the championship, but Buna got the job done, 10-0 at home against Gloucester. They go up to Maple Shade. They beat a Maple Shade team. Had a fantastic season. Pam Pickett told Tom McGurk, my boss, yesterday, he was at the game, that these girls, they just don't want to stop playing, and that's what she loves most about them. So they are a very, very good team. They have some nice pieces. They have kind of a young roster. Audubon on the other side, you've got Sam McErlane, who's had a great year pitching. You have Deanna Pinheiro, who will play at LaSalle next season. Yesterday, she broke the record for most hits in a career for Audubon with 150. She's been spectacular. Audubon fell in the semis of Group 2 last year, so they've kind of been. This is more like they're trying to fulfill their destiny, and Buna, I think, is more they're enjoying the ride. It's kind of two different sides of the coin, but it should be a great game, and I believe that will be at Audubon, which is a neat little area for a game like that. It's kind of tucked back down in the township there.
Now, Mark, Championship Tuesday. What's the outfit going to look like? Going to break out the salmon pants?
Good thing is I got an extra day over the weekend to think about it, because I'm going to need to bring out my egg. I mean, this is
bow tie, maybe.
This is it could happen. And the other thing is we got to see what the weather is.
That's true. Yeah.
It could these days. It could be 95 degrees. It could be pouring rain. You got to play it by ear. But I know one thing. It'll be a special day. And I'll try my best to make it a special outfit as well.
Short sleeve blazer like Rajon Rondo?
No, we're not going to get there.
Let's not get too crazy.
We're not going to get to that point. But the last time I was at EHT, it was a fantastic game. And, yes, there were salmon pants involved. Maybe I bring salmon pants back to conjure up some magic for last year. And I don't think Egg Harbor Township would be disappointed with that, because they came out on the right side of it last year.
Awesome stuff. Good stuff as always, Mark. We appreciate it, and enjoy the holiday weekend, man. Get rested up for Tuesday.
Hey, Sully, have a great one, man. Thank you.
That was Mark Trible of the Courier-Post. Always enjoy his take on high school softball.